Hey everybody, how's it going? I promised myself that even if nobody showed up to a team call with me today, I was going to go ahead and do this presentation. So nobody's here, but it's me, and I'm going to go ahead and present about branding. I have been asked, probably you don't know, many of you, I've been volunteering as part of the Big Brother, Big Sister program. So basically in Boca Raton, there are tons of big sisters and very few little sisters. So the wait list to get a little sis is a year. But you can go into that's the community-based program where you spend 4 hours a week with them and you take them out, you do fun things and you teach them and you hang out and whatever. The school-based program, anyone can do it, and I think you have to be 18 or over, and there's some girls in there that are high school kids that are doing it as a volunteer thing to get hours for school or something. And they're really cute. I think they're 18, they're adorable. And you go once a week for aftercare, and it says you do homework with the kids, but we really don't do homework. We make slime, we play games, we go outside, we run around, we play tag. So the person who runs the program, Miss Lottie, is my contact person, and she knows that I do Beachbody and that I've built this successful business and that I am also a nurse anesthetist. And she asked me, because I'm a successful business owner, if I'd be willing to present to these high school students that are a part of the Big Brother, Big Sister program. So they're high school students that are transitioning into the work field, and we're trying to give them information to prepare them to have better luck, or I guess not luck, better opportunities for them in the future as far as their work goes. So she asked me if I'd be willing to pick a topic and present. She sent me the topics, and one of them was branding, which for me, she mentioned, actually, let's go back a little bit. She mentioned that last year they did this and the kids really liked it. I lost you guys there. Whoa, and now it's zoomed in on my face. Okay. I got much closer, it feels like. So anyway, she was saying that the students requested last year, they really liked it, but they requested hearing from a business owner. So she asked me, being that I'm a business owner, to present on a topic, and the branding was one of the choices, and I thought that's perfect because that's what we do. We brand ourselves and we build our businesses through social media. So hopefully I'll teach them some awesome content and information, and I wanted to practice giving this presentation, so I created it over the weekend, and this will give me the opportunity to practice, and also I think it will give you good information to help build your business. So here we go. Let's share my screen. And I really hope that this the Zoom doesn't keep going out because I won't know. That's the problem. Okay, well, I won't know it. If it goes out, I won't know it because I'm going to have it in present mode. Okay, so know your personal brand was what they wanted me to present on. And so what's going to be covered is who I am. I'm going to share with them a little about my story. So I'm going to just share the same exact things with you. What was I like before and after becoming a business owner? My personal story. What is branding? Why we brand? And how to brand. And then I'm going to give them some examples. So I should add that on there. So who am I? Many of you know. If you don't know, fine, no big deal, that I'm a part-time certified registered nurse anesthetist, and I'm a part-time online lifestyle coach through Beachbody. You may or may not know that I'm a shadow work student and leader. I'm hoping to start leading people through this work that I've done that's helped me transform my inner world to match what I'm creating in my outer world. And essentially, just to tell you a little bit of what that is, shadow work is learning how to accept all the things about yourself that you don't like about yourself, because we're human. We all have human qualities. We have the shadow is the jealousy, the anger, the resentment, the frustration, the sadness, all those negative emotions. Learning to allow ourselves to accept that that is a part of us and not judge ourselves because we act out based upon those emotions, and to start living more in our truth so that we can create more love for ourselves and others. I'm a Big Brother, Big Sister volunteer. I'm also volunteering to be a foster, although I failed, so I will never be doing that again because I can't give the cats and dogs away, or kittens at least. So I have a dog, 3 birds, and 3 kittens right now. So a little bit about before Beachbody, if you don't know my story, is I worked full-time as a nurse anesthetist, 40 plus hours in the operating room, and I took weekend call once a month where I literally could be called in any amount of time for 24 hours, and I would have to keep going in. So there was one time I remember I had to go in 3 separate times because they kept having surgeries. And I was on call, so I had to go in and do the anesthesia. I was living without my purpose. I was trapped. I felt like I was trapped in a life that I didn't love. I was exhausted. I never did personal development. I didn't follow shadow work or any type of spiritual practice. I had no leadership skills. I still feel like I'm not a good leader at times, although I know that I'm getting better as far as I'm leading myself first and then leading others by example. I could not speak in public in front of people. I was very nervous, and I've gotten a lot better at that. I was exhausted, depressed, taking naps every day. I would get anxiety every night on Sunday, knowing I had to go back to work on Monday morning. I was insecure. I lacked self-confidence. I was 25 pounds overweight, and I yo-yo dieted for probably, 10 years before I started Beachbody, where I would go on a low-carb diet and I wouldn't eat carbs, and then I'd binge on carbs and gain it all back. So I kept gaining and losing the same 20 to 25 pounds over and over. After Beachbody and my coach introducing me to this awesome opportunity, I am a part-time CRNA and a part-time business owner, being a Beachbody coach. I live my life by design with purpose and impact, meaning I love being a CRNA because I do help people feel comfortable during surgery, but I have a big heart for the prevention side of disease. So helping people to get, live a healthy lifestyle so they can live a healthier life and live a healthy lifestyle so they can live a healthier life. I'm glad nobody's listening to this, but when you watch the recording, maybe you'll laugh at that. To work on the prevention side means to eat right, to move their bodies, to get their mindset right and take care of themselves so that they prevent getting high cholesterol and diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and all these things that come as a byproduct of not taking care of ourselves, lack of self-care. I do daily personal development and I follow a spiritual practice. Many times I'll do, a 20-minute or 40-minute guided meditation in the morning, or maybe I'll just be silent in the morning, and that's my meditation and my personal development. I listen to audios, I read books, and I try to connect with others who are also doing personal development. And I started this business that led to me becoming a leader of, hundreds of people, and it succeeded. So I guess I did learn how to become a good leader, and I have spoken at Beachbody events in front of thousands of people and felt extremely comfortable and had a good response to my speaking. I'm excited about life right now. My energy is restored. I am really enjoying everything that I'm doing. I do take naps still, but a lot of times I just go to the beach for, an hour or two, and I fall asleep on the sand, on my towel, because it's just what I do. I live a mile and a half from the beach, and any chance I can get there during the day, considering I don't have to be in the operating room 40 hours a week, I will. So I make it there at least, if it's nice out, I will probably be there every day, at least for an hour or two. But if it's raining, then obviously, I'm not going on those days. I've lost the 25 pounds and I've kept it off for over 7 years now. All right, so how did I get started with this amazing business? A friend of mine invited me over to do Insanity with her. And 3 minutes into the warm-up, I was dying. And I've always been into working out and fitness and things like that, so I didn't expect that. And I'm always someone who's up for a challenge, so I decided to buy the program. And I started it many times. I was still in my master's to become a nurse anesthetist, so I was very busy with a full-time, doing clinicals at the hospital and studying for exams and learning to do presentations and things like that. So I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have the energy, honestly, to put myself towards this intense program. But when I graduated, I was looking in the mirror and I was a little soft, and I've always been, pretty fit, and I didn't really like what I saw. It's not that I was, super heavy or anything, but I definitely was soft and not in shape physically, and I hadn't been eating well. I wasn't cooking for myself. I was eating out all the time. So I started the program, and I ended up doing it I did 2 rounds of Insanity, which is a 60-day program, and then I did 2 rounds of Insanity Asylum, which is a 30-day program, and that took me up to, for 6 months, I was doing this program. I lost the 25 pounds. I stopped yo-yo dieting. I've never followed, any type of diet. I just well, I guess I can't say that. I have done 21-day fix when I did the coach test group, but in general, I just kind of go with what my body is feeling. I allow myself cheats and treats, and I try not to restrict too much and just feel comfortable about what I'm doing. I got this newfound excitement about fitness that had been missing when I was working through my master's program, but that I had always had my whole life because I always liked being active and being in sports. So I was sharing on social media, posting, I did my Insanity workout, and dang, that was hard, and this and that. And my coach kept saying, you should really be a coach. You're already doing it. You're already sharing your journey. All it would take is inviting people to come on this journey with you. And I said no for 8 months. But people at work were asking me what I was doing, and people on social and things like that. And so my coach really tricked me because she invited me to this event where Shaun T was doing a live workout. And I loved him, so of course I was going to go and work out with him live. And well, basically in that event, they have these people share these transformation stories of losing 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds and keeping it off for years. And turning that into a business where they were serving others, helping them get results with these programs, and building a financial future that was allowing them to retire from their full-time, 6-figure incomes and retiring their spouses and having this business that allowed them more freedom and flexibility over their time. Not that they didn't still work hard, but they were able to do it when they wanted, with who they wanted, for how long they wanted, at whatever time they wanted. So I saw that this could be something that I could do to help people before they get sick and they need to come in for surgery and have anesthesia. So it really fulfilled that passion of mine for helping others before they get sick. And of course, hey, who's here? Somebody hops on. Woohoo! Jaderly, how are you? I've been just doing the presentation to myself because nobody got on, but cool. You're here. Welcome. So anyway, just to share, I started this business and I failed a million times. I know what I was doing. Like I said, I had 0 leadership skills, and I'm just going to mute your line so I can keep going. And I think I only have 45 minutes on this thing, so I'm trying to get through this before the 45 minutes is up. So what was I saying? I failed many times. I didn't know how to really help people. I didn't know how to lead people to get results. And also I think in the beginning, I was in it more about me, about what can I get out of this versus how can I serve others. Even though I had a heart for wanting to help people, I got lost in these like carrots that were dangling in front of me. If I do this, then I get that, instead of focusing on my main purpose, which was to help people. So after many failures, we developed a training program that now is on a website that you can log into, and you can get all the materials that you need. I didn't develop the one that's online now. I developed a different one, but I've switched over to this one because it's a part of our team's training, and I think it's awesome. It's better than what I had. So as people started to get results with their fitness, then people would notice and they would ask them, what are you doing? And then they would share, I'm doing Beachbody with Marissa Myers and blah, blah, blah. And if they didn't want to become a coach themselves, then they would refer those people to me. But then if they decided to become a coach, I would mentor them to launch their business and to be able to help those people get results. And as we built our team together, we both succeeded more by the other one succeeding. So, they benefited from me being successful, and I benefited from them being successful. So Team Aloha was born. The reason we're named Team Aloha is because aloha literally means breath in your face. And I wanted it to be, we're breathing life into people on the planet. So that is our mission, to breathe life. And after working this business for about 3 years, I was able to resign from my full-time nurse anesthetist position and go part-time as a nurse anesthetist, only working once or twice a week just to keep my license active, and be a part-time coach and a part-time CRNA. So it's been awesome. It's been an awesome journey. We've helped a lot of people. We've grown as a team, and we continue to grow as people invite their friends and family to this opportunity. All right. So what does that have to do with branding? I didn't want to start this presentation about just what is branding and here you go and how do you do it. I wanted people to know who I am, because I feel like if they know my story, they're going to listen more, they're going to connect with what I'm sharing, and they're going to be able to utilize the information more because they're going to trust me as a knowledgeable resource because of the success that I've had with my business. So that's why I went ahead and shared my story, which is a part of my brand. And I'm going to give you examples about my brand later on. So let's talk about what is branding. What comes to mind when you think of popular brands like Apple versus, whatever. I have Apple, so I don't know. What is there? Dell or Hewlett Packard, or, what is the feeling that you get when you think of them, or the image or the words or the colors? Because the reason that these companies brand themselves is because they want to attract a particular type of customer. And they've literally thought about this and probably hired teams of branding experts to come in and figure out, what's our logo going to look like? What are our colors going to look like? How are people going to view us? Because they want to attract a specific type of person. So if you cast a wide net and if you just do generic marketing and you attract everyone, you don't gain trust with the people that are buying your product. But if you focus on solving a problem for a particular person, like one particular person, then you're going to attract people who are going to be, wanting that problem to be solved. And those people are going to stick around and become repeat customers because they are loving your brand, because it was literally designed to make them happy, to solve their problem. So, Nike versus Reebok. Like, I always think of, Nike is the swoosh, and Reebok, I don't even know what their logo is, because I don't know if they're as big as Nike. Urban Outfitters. What do you think of when you think of Urban Outfitters? I think of like hippie skirts and naturalistic people. Now, if Urban Outfitters starts trying to sell these upscale dresses that are like ball gowns, people are not going to trust Urban Outfitters anymore, because they're not staying true to their brand. And when you lose trust with your people, with your customers and your clients and your potential, like I said, clients, then you eventually probably will go out of business, because no one will want to buy your product because they don't trust you. Lululemon versus, I don't know what the other brands are. These are just some things that I thought of. H&M or Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. They have a very specific, color, image, vibe, energy that they use to attract people that they want to attract to their particular brand. So what happens if we don't brand? Without branding, we're gonna throw out generic marketing. So let's relate it to health and fitness. If I'm just throwing out like, yeah, come work out and eat right, and here we go, and I'm not speaking to a specific person that's just like me, and I'm not sharing how I can solve their problem, like the yo-yo dieter, with a particular product that I offer, then I'm just going to attract, a lot of people that aren't really connecting with me or my brand or my business or my products. So I won't know how to market to them. I will struggle with how to add value to their lives. I will attract people that won't want to stick around because we don't have anything in common. It won't be as fun because I won't really like working with them because we, again, don't have anything in common. And no matter how big or how hard I work and how big are the goals that I set, I won't be able to reach them because I'm just throwing spaghetti against a wall and hoping that it will stick, versus being intentional about the people that I want to attract, really connecting with them, building trust, and solving their problem. So versus when we do brand, marketing is easier and more fun because we know what to say to add value to the lives of the people that we want to talk to and how to solve their problems. So then we start to attract the people that are going to love our brand, are going to feel connected to us, are going to come back and be repeat customers, and are going to trust that we have their back and we are going to solve that problem for them. And it's going to be more fun, because we're going to have fun working with people that are just like us versus attracting people. For example, I'm not going to try to attract a 60-year-old or a 50-year-old male that, is trying to either put on a bunch of muscle or lose weight or whatever, because it's not really my brand. I would still help that person if they found me, but it isn't really my brand. So what I may end up doing, because it's not my brand, is referring them to someone on my team who's a better fit for them. It's going to give them better results. So again, establishing trust and building that connection is what's going to create your business being a long-term sustainable business versus something that just you rush and you build really quick, generically casting your net super wide and bringing in a lot of fish, but they're not the fish that you want. All right, so facts tell, stories sell. This is also branding. Don't focus on the facts. So if you are trying to sell this iPhone right here, you're not going to sit here and be like, well, you can use the screen like this, and it's got 20 gigs of memory, and you can download these apps like this, and you can text message from it, and you can email from it. You're going to talk about the story behind why you carry this phone. So for me, I used to totally judge people that carried iPhones because I felt like it was a waste of money and that they were just trying to be really cool, and that it was like, I didn't realize how awesome this device is, how it's a handheld computer when it first came out. And I remember I lived in Hawaii at the time, and there was a couple of friends of mine that bought it, and I was totally judging them because I'm like, oh, they're just trying to be cool, whatever, and it's like they're spending like $800 on this handheld device. And then I ended up switching over to iPhone when I decided that my BlackBerry was, I had the BlackBerry, and it was like so hard to like email and all these things, when I like saw people using it and how they were texting, and people that I really looked up to and liked and adored and thought were awesome started getting the iPhone, and I wanted to have one because I wanted to be in that group of people that were iPhone people. So now, do you think that the story about the facts of this device are going to make you buy it, or the story of like what it made me feel like? It made me feel like I got to fit in with the people that I loved. Okay, so that's what Apple is trying to do. They want you to fit in with their particular model of customer or client or whatever it is. So get clear on who you are. What's your story? Don't just try to throw out like facts about what you do. I'm a coach, and I help people with fitness, and I help people with nutrition, and I help people with getting results, accountability. How do you help these people? How do you change the way they feel about themselves? Like, what do you do for them that makes them really get results with your program? So for me, I talk a lot about my online fit tribe. Like, the vibe that we have in there is awesome. Everyone helps everyone. So when I talk to people on the phone about, joining my fit tribe, I'm like, it's not just me that you're getting support from. You're getting support from our whole online family. And that is what they get excited about a lot. And that also encourages them to participate in that online group. So figure out who you are, write it down on paper. What makes you special? What makes you unique? How can you use your story to add values to add value to others and solve their problems? So get it straight written out first, and then you can choose little bits and pieces of that story to share to attract your ideal customer. So your ideal customer is also called your avatar. Get really clear on who your avatar is. So what do they enjoy? Who are the people that you like helping the most? Maybe you've seen that you've started this coaching business and you've helped a couple people and you're like, man, this is really not that fun. Maybe you're attracting the wrong people. Maybe you're not enjoying helping them because they're nothing like you, but you just decided to be their coach because they're the first person that said yes, and you're just like so excited that you have a new customer and that you're not even thinking like, do I really want to work with this person? I've done it. I did it a million times. So when you attract someone and you have a conversation with them, in that conversation, you got to be tapping into your intuition and deciding, do I really want to work with this person? Am I enjoying, conversing with them? Is it flowing naturally? Do I feel like this person can be a good friend of mine? Because if not, why are you going to help them? It's just going to be like pulling teeth the whole time. So what do they like and dislike? I'm going to give you a hint. It's going to be things that you like and dislike. So write down a list of the things that you like and dislike, what you like to do for fun, what makes you uncomfortable, what you're afraid of. So just literally just brain dump it all onto a piece of paper, age, marital status, sex, occupation, all those things, and as detailed as possible. And then create a visual. So for me, I grabbed a little picture of a girl. This is my avatar. This is the thing that I have. I sit it here in my office, right in front of my computer. So every time I'm thinking about posts, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, how can I help her today? What can I do to help her? So for me, she's going to be a brunette that looks similar to me because that's who I'm trying to attract. And I named her Melissa because it's easy considering my name is Marissa. Okay, so developing content to speaking to your avatar. Think about, now that you've gotten that list written down and you know what they like, what they don't like, how they operate in life, you're going to start writing content to speak to them, to attract them, and to add value into their lives. So what kind of content is going to inspire them? What kind of content is going to add value? What advice or guidance can you give? And don't sell yourself short on this one because everybody has value that they can offer other people. What is it that you're really good at? Is it DIY home improvement projects? Is it meal prepping? Is it animal care and control? Is it whatever it is? It doesn't have to be health and fitness related, and figure out how you can add value around that thing. Is it knitting? How can you teach a new knitting style in video form on your page? Because people are going to connect with you because of who you are and what you like and what value you have to add. And then when they connect with you about knitting and they see that you've added all this value about knitting and they see that you're posting about health and fitness in your challenge group, they're going to say, you know what, she really helped me a lot with knitting. She knows what she's talking about. I'm going to trust her and I'm going to follow her into this online health and fitness group. So you're going to attract people for more than just health and fitness. Health and fitness is a very broad brand, and there's so many other people out there. So what makes you stand out from those other people? How can you solve their problems? For me, I try to speak to the yo-yo dieter, the girl that like literally is constantly looking for the next fix of how to lose the weight, because I did that for so long. How can you teach them things? So as you stick to this brand, you're going to build trust, like I said, and connection by being consistent with your messaging and your marketing. So figure out, what I do is like the top 5 things that make you you, and I'm going to go over that later, and just stick to posting content about those 5 things. Because if you get those 5 things and then you see somebody's other page and you're like, oh my God, they're posting about octopuses, and that wasn't part of my brand, or octopi. But now that they're doing it and they're getting a lot of engagement, I'm going to start posting about that. And then you post about it and you get nothing. It's because you're not staying consistent with your brand, and that's not going to attract people to your page or your content like it is this other person, because they know it's not you, and they're going to learn not to trust you, and they're going to stop following your other content too, because you're not sticking with what's true to who you are. So create content around those particular 5 things. So my personal brand example is I've broken mine down to 5 particular topics that I stick to, and I used to go all over the place too, but I stick to personal development, mindset, and spirituality. I think is all kind of one. It's all like, mindset, spirituality. Yes, it's different, but it's the same. It's the mind-body connection, mind-body soul. And personal development is spirituality too. It's just all coming from different source if you're a believer. Health, fitness, nutrition, that's all kind of wellness. Lifestyle, entrepreneurship. So the fact that I'm a business owner and, I have this lifestyle where I work from home most days, and, I have my CRNA once a week, which is different from, most people's lifestyle that work full time. And then animals and nature. I have 3 kittens, I have 3 birds, and I have a dog. And you're going to see a lot of those posts coming from me that are sharing about my lifestyle with my animals. And then DIY, saving the planet. I love doing home improvement projects on my own because I learn new things. And I also enjoy any type of way of reducing our carbon footprint, like, having a vermiculture and using a rain barrel and all these different things that I like to, to decrease my waste and to live a more sustainable lifestyle. I should have put sustainable living there. So here's my avatar. So I did this assignment. I went down, I wrote down, my list, and I'm a 38-year-old female now, not married, no kids, but of course I'd still work with people who are married and have kids, because I still think that I can help them. Maybe I won't be able to understand what it's like to have children or to be married, because I never have, but I can still help them get results with their health and fitness program. It's just not my main person that I'm trying to attract. My likes, I like animal, natures, the beach, gardening, outdoor activities, stand-up paddleboarding, music, concerts, yoga, cooking, volunteering, pottery, all that stuff. So I can post value about all the things that I like and attract people to my page because of the things that I like. And they can connect with me and find that commonality and build that trust with them because they see that they're like me. Now, my dislikes, you can also attract people based upon your dislikes by just sharing and being open and vulnerable about who you are so that people can connect with you on a deeper level and trust you when it comes to other things as well. Enjoy, what do I enjoy? You know, one-on-one time or being in small groups, hosting dinner parties, teaching, learning new skills. So my passions, you know, sustainable living, DIY, all that stuff. So I can add value around all of these things. And then at the bottom, you'll see, okay, so strengths, weaknesses, fears, and then a little bit of who I was before and who I am after Beachbody. So I can share that story and people can see themselves in my story, and that will help me connect with them and attract them into my business. So here's an example of, you know, a post that I made recently. Here's one of my clients, Sabrina. She's had amazing results with our programs. Here's the content that I shared. Where will you be a month from now, 6 months, a year? What a difference a year can make. Girl, you came to me and said, I know how to eat. I don't think I can work out at home. I'm only interested in trying a superfood shake and a free trial of the workouts. Okay, no problem. We got you off and running. We worked out live together for the first time. And from that day forward, you decided to go all in with the entire program: nutrition, fitness, accountability, and support. In the process, you found your inner motivation and made this happen. Blessed that you joined Team Aloha and picked me to be your online lifestyle coach. I've had the opportunity to watch you transform your life over the last year. This quote from your share earlier this week says a lot. I never imagined that there would be this much change in me, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. Congrats on your hard work paying off and on not only helping yourself, but helping others now. Keep going. All right. So this is doing several things. It's sharing, you know, health. I hope that was still working the whole time. All right. So, okay. Hopefully my camera has been on this whole time too. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get the screen share back set up. I hope I had it on share my screen. Otherwise I just did this whole thing as a waste. All right, so presentation. All right, so this is the category of health and fitness. It's showing that not only have I helped myself get results, but I'm also helping others get results. So it shows people that, you know, it's not just about me, it's about them too. And a lot of people, I feel, could see themselves in the story of being like, I know how to eat. I don't think I can work out at home, and I'm only interested in trying this because I don't think it's going to work for me. Because that kind of addresses people's fear around getting started with this new program. But then I'm showing them that, you know, even though you had those fears, you went ahead and you did it, and look at you, you've had awesome results. So people can see themselves feeling that fear and going for it, and then wanting to be a part of what we're doing. And I also mentioned the team there, which is a part of my brand, like Team Aloha, because our Aloha Fit Tribe is where we all support one another and hold each other accountable, and that's where people get their results. Here's another example, an easy one: getting to know each other. Caption this image. So I could put a little image of my my animals. I can have them engage on my post, because them engaging on my post helps me to connect with them over some commonality. Many of my followers have animals too. And as they caption the image, if they actually do comment, then it gives me an opportunity to start a conversation with them and see if they may potentially be someone who could, you know, who has a problem that I can solve, that I can help. So you don't just have to connect through health and fitness. It's through anything that makes you you. And here's an example number 3. I'm posting about, you know, my nurse anesthetist and being a coach. So working my once a week shift as a nurse anesthetist always keeps me connected to the reason why I became an online lifestyle coach: to help others before they create sicknesses in their bodies. It starts with self-care, taking care of your body, our minds and souls, and taking care of our physical bodies with healthy nutrition and healthy movement. Without these first, the rest of our lives just don't feel right. But when we get this down, everything else seems to fall into place. I used to put self-care on the back burner and make it the last priority, and I know many others do as well. My vision has always been to lead a healthy lifestyle myself so I can then help others do the same, even if I lose sight of that vision sometimes. We all deserve to make ourselves our number one priority. We can have it all. So I'm trying to connect with people who feel like they don't deserve to take care of themselves, you know, because that's who I was. I was always when I was in anesthesia school, I wasn't working out. I wasn't cooking for myself. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't taking care of my mind or my soul. I wasn't doing personal development. But what Beachbody did for me is it introduced me to personal development. And it gave me tools to help me succeed with being on track with my health and fitness, you know, every day. And then the accountability that I've had created from being a coach has kept me also to maintain that healthy lifestyle. So I'm essentially trying to connect with people who feel like they don't know how to make themselves a priority. And I'm sharing with them that I did that too, but you don't have to do that anymore. You can make yourself a priority. Okay, questions. I think you're only one here, Jade Early, so I don't know if you're going to be able to even, let's see if I can unmute you. Hey, girl. Can you hear me?
No, I think you covered it pretty well.
How are you?
I've been good. I've been really good. I was crazy busy, but I am so ready to start it again. I think I lost myself there for a little bit, so I am so ready now.
Well, I saw that you re-signed up.
Like it plays a huge part with personal progress for sure.
Okay. So do you want to get back into the challenge group?
Yes.
All right. And what program are you doing right now?
So I did the Sean Week for a little bit.
Okay.
And I jumped in for the preview of the Lift 4, and that one was fun. Yep. And let's see. You know I love Insanity, so I'll be doing that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm like willing to try any of them. Like I've done. Let's see. Body Beast. That one's good. Yeah. So, but I think I've just been like jumping around with each one because I got the on demand, so I've been trying a bunch of different new ones. But yeah, I would love to just stick with one and get the results again after I had my baby.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't, I mean, it's whatever, as long as you're doing something. I don't believe in the whole, like, it has to be one program. It's just, you know, as long as I really like the 2B Mindset, the nutrition with 2B Mindset, because I think it's a lot more doable for people than 21 Day Fix. Because I feel like the containers are I'm speaking because I think it's doable for me. There's people that love the container system and that like control, and it's like measure and dump and all that stuff, and it works really well. But if you don't like all that control and you don't have the lifestyle that lets you like stay so specific, the 2B Mindset is a little bit more free. It's a little bit more versatile, you know?
See, and I haven't looked into that one yet, so that would be a good one for me to look at, because I know for sure is what we put in our bodies. So, and a lot of people that ask me is for that. It's for nutrition. So
yeah,
that would be really
great. It's like, I think it's like 30 videos or something, and I took forever to get through it because of the whole incident with Tune and everything. But I finally got through most of the videos, and I like literally just started the program like today. Like I'm
nice.
officially starting. Okay. So like the group has been doing it for a while, but I'm just starting today. And I'm not doing it to lose weight. I don't need to lose weight. I just need to eat more vegetables. I really just need to eat more vegetables. I don't eat enough vegetables.
Yeah. Well, I actually just recently became vegan. So yeah. So I think it'll help a lot anyway, just because I have no idea where to start and stuff. So
So you're really gonna like it then, because it's like veggies most. The two
Yeah.
B's are like water first, veggies most, track it and weigh yourself daily. And those are like the two B's. And the water, the veggies most obviously is the reason that I'm doing it. And she teaches you how to make, like, I haven't made them yet, but I bought some turnips to make turnip fries and, you know, spaghetti squash and
Nice.
pasta and like zoodles, like zucchini noodles, and
I've been wanting to do that.
cauliflower rice. Like, I don't know. It's been, I mean, I definitely am incorporating.
I've tried cauliflower rice. It's good.
Yeah. You can stir fry it. You can do anything with it. So the 2B mindset, I think, is a lot more like, I think Beachbody is understanding that the way that they were doing things with like 6 days a week, 7 days a week, like most the layperson, like the average person is not going to do that. So they're coming out with Lift 4. It's 4 days a week, you know, for the person that you can't, most people don't want to work out 6 days a week. So I think it's awesome that they're moving to this, you know, a little bit more flexible. And then the 2B mindset is a lot more flexible than the fixed containers. So
yeah, for sure. And I heard about Sean T's new one too, that is what? Oh, wait, no. For the Lift 4, it's like 4 days a week.
Yeah, 4 days a week. Yep.
Yeah, and that's huge for a lot of people that I come in contact with, because since I do like CNA and I've been cutting back a little bit, so I have more time. So I'm like free Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays and Sundays. So a lot of people that I come in contact with don't have that time. So that's the one that I've been talking to them about.
Right. Well, good. I think they're realizing that, like, they need to make stuff for the more average person, like not so much for like the fitness crazy person, you know, or the, you know, for people that are more the average person, you know, that's who we need to be able to help more. So
yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So I'm always here, you know, if you need anything or have questions or whatever, please always feel free to reach out. And, you know, welcome back. I wrote myself a note to add you to the group because I'll forget in 5 minutes.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm really, really excited. And I think Rachel was supposed to jump in the call, but I think she was losing service. She was coming down from the cabin. So, but yeah, she's excited to do it.
She's going to do it with you again?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, we can add her. I can make you a coach in the challenge group, and then you can add her.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, okay. She'd love that.
So the two of you can be like buddies in there together. And I think, well, if you have a partner, I'm making it so that all of like my challenge group is, you know, now available for all my coaches to add their people. I just ask that if you add them, that you're supporting them, that you're not going like ghosting, you know?
Right. Yeah. Just take care of her. No,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. She's really good. She's excited. So we want to, we're going to Super Saturday. We bought our tickets. We just want to do it.
Okay, well, awesome. Welcome back. I'm kind of like, I took a big hiatus. I mean, I haven't done a team call in, I don't know, a year probably about, because just, I don't know if you know, well, if you know, but basically like just a lot of people left. Like I had like this massive team built, and then a bunch of my diamond coaches quit, went to other businesses or just stopped working the business. So it's just the team
really
just like dwindled down to like very few, but I'm fine with it because I feel like the people that are sticking with me are the people that are my avatar. They're my people, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's allowing me kind of like to revamp, and it's allowed me this time off, you know, to take care of my animals, and I can come back with like a new perspective, and I think I can help people more now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think we all have to go through that, you know, self-awareness, I guess. And then not just that, but things happen for a reason. So
for sure.
Definitely just keep moving forward and not see it as a negative thing, but as a positive thing.
Exactly. I did look at it as a negative, but I feel like I've worked through all that, and I'm in a good place with everything.
Oh, good. So. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think we all do, because at first I was just like having a lot of family and friends and inviting them and not hearing from them, but more of like people who aren't close to me that were interested. And I remember you saying like a while back, like the people that are closer to you are like the least to listen to you.
Yeah.
And so that one kind of made me move forward a little bit, because I was like, no one's believing in me. No one's going to do it. No one's going to, but you know, I just got to not focus on that and just focus on new people that want help. So me and Rachel have been working out at the park sometimes, and a lot of people will stop by. So are you guys doing like training or something? And
That's cool.
so that's really, yeah. So
that's a great way to get to meet people, and then have them add you on social, and then they can see, you know, what you're doing.
Right. So we'll just give them a little flyer and tell them, hey, yeah, add us on our group. And yeah, we'll reach out, and sometimes we'll do it at the park with them if they buy the program.
Yeah, I was going to say you could do it. I was going to say you could invite them to come do it with you. And
yeah.
then, you know, they're going to want to do it more than the times that you meet. So then they can have that when you meet, and they can have their bod for when they're home.
Right, right. And so that's what we've been doing. And then a lot of people, I mean, even my mom, who she sometimes does it, she's super busy. So she'll.
Oh, did it freeze? I lost you. Come on.
Sure.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we've had a lot of people reach out in that way, so kind of makes us excited again, to keep going.
Well, you know, don't beat yourself up for anything, and just move forward. Just keep moving forward. It's like we can't change our past, but we can make new choices, and don't let it define us, you know?
Right.
So
I agree.
so yeah. All right, girl. Well,
so how have you been?
What? I'm gonna
Oh, okay. No, that's okay.
Yeah, I gotta go. I got another call, so with a client or a coach.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear your voice. Welcome back. I'm gonna add you to the group, and let me know if yay. It's good to see your face. Are you at work right now?
I'm in the middle of work.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got to see you. I'm glad
so that, yeah.
Hop on.
Yeah, I'll definitely, I won't go missing. I have to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this full time. So,
is there anything I can do to support you to not go missing? Uh-oh, is it breaking up again? Damn it. Come on.